Hello everyone, welcome to A Clear Perspective. I'm Serene. Since October the 1st, the situation in the Taiwan Strait has become more tense than ever. As of October 5th, Xi Jinping has sent a large number of military planes to Taiwan's air defense identification zone. With Biden's weak and unclear diplomatic approach, will Xi take advantage of the opportunity to attack Taiwan? This has become the most talked about topic. On Wednesday, October the 6th, Biden's National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and the Chinese Communist Party's top diplomat Yang Jiechi met in Zurich, Switzerland. Each side issued a statement afterward. And the day before, Biden claimed,
I've spoken with Xi about Taiwan. We agree we'll abide by the Taiwan agreement.
Will Xi value Biden's words? On Wednesday, former President Trump issued a statement in which he wrote, quote, "We may very well end up in a war with China." But from the statement of the Sullivan's meeting with Yang, it can be seen that the weakness of Biden and his team may exceed what Trump expected. The current military tensions with China are, in the words of Taiwan's Defense Minister Chiu Kuo-cheng, quote, "the most serious in more than 40 years of his military service." On Wednesday, a lawmaker asked how urgent Taiwan's national defense issues are. Chiu Kuo-cheng said, "For me, as a military man, the urgency is right in front of me." Chiu said that the Chinese Communist Party is now capable of invading Taiwan, but it depends on the cost and outcome of the war. In his view, by 2025, China will bring the cost and the attrition to its lowest. It has the capacity now, but it will not start a war easily, having to take many other things into consideration. And the best bet the Taiwanese army can make is to strengthen its military power. Regarding the CCP's ability to attack Taiwan, we could find an assessment on the CCP's military strengths reported by Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense in August this year. It stated that China's own GPS navigation system, Beidou, gives the Chinese army all new reconnaissance capabilities, allowing the PLA to monitor movements around Taiwan and also paralyze Taiwan's air and sea defenses and counterattack capabilities. In assessing the CCP's potential war against Taiwan, the report says that the CCP does not yet have the capability to land on Taiwan on a large scale due to the lack of transport vehicles and logistical support. For Xi Jinping, taking over Taiwan will be his political achievement and a stepping stone. He is serious about it. But there is a well-known reason why Xi is hesitant to attack Taiwan, and that is the United States. Now, in the era of Joe Biden, Xi Jinping will see this as his perfect opportunity to take Taiwan. According to published statistics in Taiwan, the number of incursions into Taiwan's air defense zone by aircraft of the Chinese Communist military has reached more than 600 this year. There were only 300 incursions last year. It is a tactic of the CCP to create an atmosphere of tension in the Taiwan Strait and maintain a high level of intimidation. After the CCP's unprecedented scale of entering Taiwan's air defense zone in early October, on October 5th, Biden said that he had spoken with Xi Jinping about the Taiwan issue and that both sides had agreed to abide by the Taiwan Agreement. On Thursday, the Global Times under the People's Daily published an editorial saying that the risk of war is real, especially in the United States and Taiwan. Columnist Gordon Chang believes that the real danger is that Xi Jinping is ready to start the war at any time, so Biden should also be ready by all means. On October the 6th, Trump issued a statement and said, quote, "Because the election was rigged and America now has weak and corrupt leadership, we may very well end up in a war with China, who no longer respects the USA. They witnessed firsthand our television generals' complete surrender to the Taliban with the loss of 13 great warriors, and the handing over of 85 billion of the best and the most expensive military equipment in the world. China and Russia are already reverse engineering the equipment so they can build it for themselves. Trump believes the United States should not hesitate to defend Taiwan. But the most important agenda for the Biden administration right now may be climate change instead, and Xi may have other plans to take Taiwan. Let's take a look at the statements by Sullivan and Yang Jiechi. They both issued a statement after their talks on October 6. From their statements, it seems that Xi wants to take Taiwan, but not by force. The difference between their statements is that Sullivan expressed concern about human rights and Taiwan, while Yang asked the U.S. to stop using Taiwan-related issues to interfere in China's internal affairs. Xinhua News Agency's article also mentions that China has taken note of Biden's recent positive statements on U.S.-China relations. The implication is that Biden has made a lot of concessions, but Xi is waiting to see them in action before cooperating. According to Axios News, a senior administration official said that the U.S. has proposed a virtual meeting between Biden and Xi because Xi does not plan to attend the G20 summit in Italy at the end of this month. The virtual meeting will be held before the end of this year. Apparently, Biden is more interested in climate cooperation with Xi, and depending on what Biden does, Xi is using Biden's leftist climate agenda to get what he wants, little by little. Of course, what he wants most is Taiwan. He wants to get Taiwan the way the Taliban got Afghanistan. Will Biden allow this to happen? We don't want this to happen. However, there is this possibility. On October 4th, former President Trump was interviewed by radio host Lars Larson and answered several questions. The questions included whether the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley, had control over the launch of nuclear weapons in the last 2 weeks of Trump's presidency. Trump answered, quote, "I doubt it because he wasn't respected and there was never even a thought of using them." Larson then asked Trump about General Milley warning his counterpart in China whether he thinks this is treason. Trump answered, "I would say it's treason. There's only one person he's supposed to be telling, it is me. Yeah, I would say it's treason. I also say it hurts us in other ways other than militarily. It certainly hurts us, and from a security standpoint, it's a terrible thing. But it also hurts us in just our dealing with China." This was another clear statement by Trump that Milley went behind his back to assure the Chinese military that the United States would not attack them, and that it was treasonous for Milley to do so, no matter how many people were listening to the call at the scene. On the other hand, both the U.S. leftist media and the Alibaba-acquired South China Morning Post have described Milley as the man responsible for defusing the military conflict between the U.S. and China. Lastly, Trump denounced the $3.5 trillion spending bill plus the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill proposed by the Democrats. He criticized, quote, "They call it infrastructure, but actually it's only 9% infrastructure. The rest is all throwing money out of the window. It's a disgrace. Now the $3.5 trillion, and even, they will compromise and probably get it approved because they want to have a victory, and then they will claim a great victory, etc., etc." Trump meant that the Democrats in Congress would make a compromise through cutting down on the $3.5 trillion proposal. Senator Joe Manchin had previously put forward a $1.5 trillion top-line number. But on October 5th, he said he's not ruling out spending above $1.5 trillion. Trump was right in predicting that the Democrats would compromise with each other until they found a mutually acceptable amount. Adding the $1.2 trillion so-called infrastructure bill that was supported by the Republicans in the Senate. It will be bragged by the Democrats as a big win for them. But out of the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, less than half of the money would actually be invested in infrastructure, which is why Trump condemned it for wasting such a huge sum of money and hurting America. Trump could anticipate that America is facing a crisis, but he is not giving in. He said in the interview that he is preparing for 2024. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time.